today we are going to talk all about handwriting without tears. So we are going to do this for our first grader this year. And if you want to see everything that we're doing for handwriting, all the different like extra things we're incorporating to make it fun, then we can look at that in another video. I have another video in the playlist all about what we're doing for first grade, so you can check that out at the end of this video. But if you're looking for what it looks like inside Handwriting Without Tears, we did get the full package here. So I'm gonna show you inside and kind of walk you through what it looks like to do what you would do in a day kind of thing. So hopefully by the end of this, you will know if it is right fit for your family. I'm Jordan, I'm a homeschooling mom of 2, almost 3 kiddos, and that's why I'm out of breath. Let me know in the comments if you remember being out of breath when you were pregnant, especially in the 3rd trimester. So I digress. We homeschool at home, at Disney World, and the world beyond. So if you would like to see lots of tips, tricks, resources, inspiration for your family and helping you thrive at home and at homeschool, and on your travels around the world, we're all about family here and making the most of the time we have together. And so be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and here we go. Let's look at some handwriting. Okay, so this is again something that we are going to be utilizing for handwriting, but it's not the only thing we are doing for handwriting. It's just our major curriculum or our like spine, and it's definitely not all we're doing for language arts. So if you want to see those, check out the playlist. But this is, and look inside the teacher's manual. So I love this. So they have the 2 lines, not the 3. I had already taught my daughter. My daughter already knows what all the letters look like and can write all the letters. She is left-handed. Actually, both of my daughters are left-handed, which I don't know where that comes from because I don't know anyone else in our family that is. Let me know if you have a lefty down below, and if anything's been helpful for you guys or if it's been difficult. We've done pretty well. However, she does some of her letters backwards, and that's common at this age, but we're still working on making sure that they are the right level. So we have the ones that go up, the ones that fall down, and like the descending or tall and small, that's what they call them here in this curriculum. But I actually I don't know the correct way to write it. I just know that the way I was taught, I don't even remember that. I just remember the way I do it. I just know the way I do it. So I wanted to make sure I was doing my best to teach them the best way to write their letters, especially for some of them that are a little bit trickier to remember the directions. So first you teach them, then you check their letters, then we work on checking words and we check sentences. So we have already started. It gives you a kind of a breakdown of what it looks like, where it starts, things like that. And then you move on to different types of letters. So you have like frog jump capitals, and we do number reviews, and then we work on plural. So we work on each individual letter. So it gives them some little magic C, then turn it down, curve around, kind of little rhymes that help them remember. We do uppercase and lowercase. We do a lot more practice with lowercase, which I'm thankful for. She likes, when she gets bored, she draws different things. So this has definitely been true to its name, Handwriting Without Tears. However, from time to time, we are still bored. So we do some doodling from time to time, but it does look like she is improving with her letters so far. So it does do a handful of letters that are the similar shape. So all of these have those magic C's. We do a lot of magic C's first. And then see, same things, another magic C. We've already started this, and so far, so I'll give you a little bit of a review. It has worked really well, and we are very thankful for it because it is super quick and to the point. We do 2 pages a day, almost every day. We don't actually do it every day. We're starting to write sentences. And then we are moving on. We get to like little E, which we have to work on. We're again in sentence form, and we then get on to lots of magic C's. And then, so this one, the C's are already there, and then I will give her a letter to write, and she will have to write it because there's so many different letters she can write with just this shape. But then we start moving on to like our lowercase p's. I do really like dive down, swim up and over, down. So it kind of gives me an idea and her something to remember when she is writing each letter. And it's been so quick and easy that we've really enjoyed this so far. By the end, she is writing full sentences, which she's already doing in some of her other curriculum as well. But here we focus on our handwriting. We are talking what a paragraph is, so we indent. We talk about syllables. We talk about making sure we have enough space between them, between the words in our sentences. We have a period at the end or some form of punctuation. Ooh, numbers. Writing. So we will practice this in different forms as well. It gives you an idea of how to do that on like a chalkboard. We, again, do a lot of different activities for handwriting. And then you can actually access some things online as well for handwriting, but let's move on to our teacher's manual. Now, my youngest daughter did this, not my first grader, but it comes with some stickers that you can put throughout your homeschooling space or wherever you think you might need it, for just a reminder of what each letter looks like. Kind of gives you a welcome. Talks about manipulatives, learning online, an app that you can utilize. It talks about how you can use music and movement. So there's some activities in here to involve you and the kiddos. So these are different ways that you could do it. So there's in person, where we are learning at home. You can learn at home and some independent, and then you can do some virtually. So depending on how you want to teach. It gives you some stages of teaching. So you do your instruction, your demo, your guided practice, your independent practice. That's how they recommend. And it gives you some like fixes. So whether or not your child has a difficulty holding a pencil a certain way, if they're reversing things. Oh, we do that a lot. Starting at the bottom. Ooh, we also do that. Yeah, so there's some things that I'm looking forward to diving deeper into because we definitely do some of these things. All right, so it does give you kind of units. So you get ready, you do your capitals, and then we go on to our lowercase, and they suggest doing these over a 4-week span. So you do C, O, S, etc. And they have some days where you can have like some fluctuation in what you prefer to utilize, what you prefer to do. So that's helpful for me, and if you are a pre-planner. And then it gives you some tips on even just like helping them get ready to write. Helping their hands get strong enough, things like that. Pencil grip, tools to help them with their pencil grip. We work on capitals. It gives you a better understanding of which direction they are written and some like ways to help them remember. Some enrichment. Ooh, line confusion. We do that from time to time, depending on what we are focusing on. Oh, it gives you some hand gestures. So like they give a lot of different ideas for ways to make it easy to remember and ways to make it a little bit more fun. So we have some fun activities as well to include. And these are just all the different lessons based on what we just looked at in their activity book. So that correlates, of course. And then it moves on to the fun things. So like multisensory activities. So whether you are giving them a cue with your hands or with music or with the like verbiage that they give you when you are writing the thing or writing the letter, it gives you some songs, some hand motions, some full body movements, lots of songs, some stories about like the honeybee. Let's make the letter H. Now let's make another H. I have a surprise. This is an H for a honeybee. Turn it to a bee. Things like that. We do air writing practice. lots and lots of different activities. So this is super cool because I don't like to learn in one way and I don't like to teach in one way, and this is super helpful for this. All right, so it moves on, it does some remediation, and then it gives you some references. And then we have one other thing that it came with, other than a little set of pencils, which are just so cute and darling because they're super small. But they write very well. And they came pre-sharpened, which I love. Okay, so here we have a writing journal, which we haven't started utilizing yet. But I love this because it's big and they have lots of room for like drawing a picture and then writing about it. Again, they use the 2 lines, and that's all this is, this whole book. So they will be able to utilize this when we are doing any of our like creative writing or just handwriting practice in general, nature journaling, etc. That's what this is going to be used for. Okay, pals, so what do you think? Do you think that you would want the full bundle with the teacher's manual, teacher's guide, all of that? Or would you prefer just having the print book or some combination thereof? Or have you utilized this? I would love to know down in the comments below. Kind of give us some advice for us and for the rest of the community, so that we can help each other thrive wherever we're at in our homeschool adventure. And until the next video, I will see you real soon, pal. Be sure to check out this playlist if you would like to see more details on our first grade homeschool adventure.